All right, good morning, everyone. It is 10 to 11 o'clock on the 29th of June, 2021, and today I get to do a plus $116 recap. Still on the low side there on the wins. Had a horrible start to the morning. I was down, let's see, 232 plus 350. I was down nearly $600 to start the morning. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. I traded CERE and MRIN to start, and gosh, I only traded 200 shares. I did not cap my losses quickly enough on either one of those trades, and just really stunk it up. God. So, all right, let's just go over it here. And so then later on, I was able to finally make some decent trades and pull myself out of the ditch here. So, yeah, and it was all CERE and MRIN. And let's just take a look at it. So, MRIN, let's go to that one first. Oh, and also, my large cap picks, I didn't trade RARE or TXT, and they're both just moving just as slow as can be. My scanner, I have it programmed in so that it has to trade at least, at a minimum, it has to trade at least 500,000 shares a day on average. And this thing, I mean, it's just RARE, it's just barely trading. It's barely moving. So I mean, I didn't trade it. It's just like not moving at all. And if it is moving, it's not moving in the direction I want it to move in. There's no volume in it. Textron, pretty similar, but I just it opened up. It was kind of flailing around, and there just wasn't a lot of volume, and so I'm just not interested. It's just not working. Let's see, Tesla. Oh yeah. So actually, I still have a Tesla short open. It did a 10-minute close down here below 681.82, and now it's come back up. So I put on a short right here. I might have to close that short. I put it on at 681.82. And well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. By the time this presentation is over, I'll probably close it out. Then I forgot it's only 10 shares, so right now it's about $50. No, $20 against me. No, not even $20 on 10 shares. It'd be like $2. Yeah, it's $2.70 against me right now. All right. So MRIN. I jumped in at if not the exact high, it was pretty close. I think it was at the break of this candle right here. So yeah, 979 sounds right. And then it ran up to a high of 987, so 8 cents, and then just took off to the downside. And I know better. Once this thing broke, 950 really is where I should have been dumping it. For whatever reason, I decided no, I'm going to hold on to this because I don't want to let it go until it moves more than $1 against me. Freaking. I really don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I'm doing this myself. With my first few couple of trades in the morning in the past couple of days now have been terrible. So right here, I finally let it go right in here. It spiked into above the VWAP and immediately couldn't hold on to it and started going down. So I was like, okay, fine, time for me to get out of here. And so I sold it somewhere around $8.60, something like that, $8.60 for way too much risk. I'm so glad I only got into 200 shares on that trade. If I were in 1,000 shares, I'd be crying in my soup right now. All right, so first crappy trade out of the way. Next crappy trade that I took this morning was CERE. Now, where did I? This one was a bit tricky. I think it was right here or right. I was right. It was right here. Yep, it was 9:54. It was approaching 10 o'clock in the morning, and so I was like, okay, I will enter on a break above. Here we go. Here it is. I will enter on a break above $24.92. You know, because that's the last high. This sort of it's not exactly a doji, but it's not bullish. I was like, well, if it can break back above this price level, then, you know, there are interested buyers in this thing. And so I got in right at about 25. Geez, what's the high here? The high is 2507. I got in on 500 shares here, I think it was. I don't remember. Wait, so that's actually, that's a little bit too, is that my first trade on it? Let me check my timestamps here. CRE, yeah, 9:55 is when I sold. So, yeah, that was it right there, all within that one candle right there. But yep, so false breakout, and that was for, I lost 72 cents a share on this thing. So, right here in the 9:55 time frame, I bought it right at 25 bucks. I can't remember. Let's see. I don't feel like going back and looking through it. Right at about 25 bucks, and it tumbled almost immediately from 25 bucks down to 24 bucks. And so, yeah, I got out at a 72-cent loss. I mean, it went fast too. It was rejected from this break over this candle right here and rejected really quickly. And so, I mean, I want to say I managed to get out at only 72 cents loss. I mean, that's still a little bit high. I was still a little bit slow on the trigger on getting out of that thing quickly enough. But at least I didn't see it go against me, you know, more than $2, you know. So, all right. So, yeah, those are the first two crappy trades out of the way. Pretty disappointing, you know, to be down $600 on two really crappy trades. And so then MRIN showed a little bit of life here. You can see I traded 600 shares on it again. MRIN right here. And managed to scrape back like $60. And then CERE, I traded again for a little bit of a gain. Let's see, it's 150, 160, 200, 261, 270, 280 almost. 320, 350. So I managed to get 350 back there. Then gave up probably 40, 80, 10, about 100 right here. And then the last trade on CERE put me up over on the day, you know, fortunately. In the second trade I took on CERE, let's see, yep, was a break of this 25.50 right here. And I got about 40, we'll call it 47 cents per share on average on this break over 25.50. And so, you know, after having such a crappy morning, I'm happy to be out, you know, up 116 bucks. You know, 116 bucks is really my target is $500 a day, and I really haven't been hitting anything close to that. I've hit it a couple times in the past 2 weeks, but otherwise, really haven't been doing so well with the trading. You know, well, actually, I mean, so I've been doing okay. But in the past 2 days, I haven't done well with it. In days where I had, you know, small gains, like in the 80s or so, I was trading many less shares. I was trading, you know, It's like 400 shares total in the day, you know. And here I am trading. I probably traded a total of about 2,000 to 3,000. It's a good time to get aggressive in the market. I mean, the things are moving. There's stuff happening. There are situations to take advantage of, and you know, I want to take advantage of them. I really need to be a lot more careful with the way I'm entering these things. So, and exiting, cutting losses more quickly. So, okay, all right, that's enough babbling for now. Let's take a look at the broader market here real quick. So, you want to talk about a tough day to try and trade the SPY? Look at that. That is impossible to trade. If there's somebody out there that can trade that, God bless them. Consistently trade something like that, it's horrible. Okay, so we've got the VIX here. And look at the VIX. It is doing its best to hold on to the support line. I think we're going to have another quick run up. You know, after the VIX bobbles around the support line for a few more days, it's going to run up. We'll pull back a couple percent or whatever it is. And then we'll see this VIX come back down, charging through the support line right there. I don't know if you can see that if you're on a small screen. I'll make it larger. The support line right here. So, yeah. Let's see. The SPY. It's marching higher. You know, it's so it's marching into higher territory. You know, in a day or two, something 2 or 3, we'll get a pullback. Pardon me, we'll get a pullback. You know, so it can kind of refresh, recharge the batteries, whatever, and then start marching higher again. And, you know, in here last week or two, whatever it was, when it was on the decline, I mean, everybody comes out of the woodwork. You know, this is the big crash. This is it. Sell, sell, sell. Get out. We're all going to hell. So, no, I don't think that's happening anytime soon. Well, actually, I mean, it depends on your time horizon. We're definitely going to get a correction, a real correction, too. I mean, like more than 10%. I think it's going to be within the next 6 months or so. But it's all it's going to be. It's just going to be a correction. All right. Let's see. What else is going on? Oh, yeah. Coin. So let's go to cryptos here. Crypto. All right. To start off with Bitcoin now. Bitcoin, until Bitcoin. So the pattern that is dominant right now. Is this head and shoulders. The 4 components of the head and shoulder are a left shoulder, a head, a right shoulder, and a neckline that is opposing the direction of the trend. A neckline that is opposing the direction of the trend. So when this neckline was put in, the trend was still up on Bitcoin. All right, and first of all, a head and shoulders, a proper head and shoulders is a reversal pattern. A proper head and shoulders, it's a head and shoulders reversal. So you can see here you've got the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. The neckline points in the opposite direction of the trend that's currently in place. So here we have a proper head and shoulders reversal on Bitcoin. Now, so the trend is up, the neckline is pointing in the opposite direction of the trend, and we have a left shoulder that's lower than the head, and then a right shoulder that's lower than the left shoulder. A lot of people will call it head and shoulders. Once the right shoulder breaks the height of the left shoulder, it's no longer a head and shoulders pattern. If this price action over here had come up higher than this left shoulder over here, it would no longer be a head and shoulders reversal pattern. That's not to say it wouldn't reverse or wouldn't go down, whatever. But the proper identification of a head and shoulders reversal is left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Left shoulder is lower than the head. The right shoulder is lower than the left shoulder. The neckline is pointing in the opposite direction of the trend. Because you can have a head and shoulders going up too. So if there's a stock that's trending down, but then it puts in a head and shoulders reversal pattern in the opposite direction, then the neckline, you want it to point up. In this case, it's pointing down. So for right now, Bitcoin, until Bitcoin can get back above this neckline right here, this head and shoulders reversal is dominant. That means that until this pattern is broken, you ought to be looking for short opportunities on Bitcoin. The general trend is negative on Bitcoin until this pattern is broken. Now we have a supporting neckline here, and you can see that the this support line right here was broken. They came down below it a couple times, but they rushed back above it. So for right now, this is support, and it's happened 3 times. You have it once here, and once here. So this support line is confirmed. This is confirmed support. So what are we looking at then? For the time being, Bitcoin is going to do this. The deadline here, what's that, September 21? Let's see here. I want to put a line in September 21, or September 17th. Something's going to happen. Something's going to happen around that time frame. On the 17th of September, by that time, Bitcoin either breaks up or breaks down by the time the 17th of September rolls around. All right. Let's check out Coinbase. So something happened here recently. There's some kind of headline with Coinbase where, I don't know, a German company or something like that. Let's look at the headlines here real quick. From German, okay. Coinbase Global lands crypto custody services license from German regulator BaFin. Received permission from Germany's financial market watchdog to provide crypto custody services and proprietary trading. Coinbase is the first company to receive the license in Germany, BaFin said in a statement. Okay, so, that's good for Coinbase, interesting. So, yeah, okay. All right, everybody, that's going to be my recap for the day. Good luck out there. Keep your risk tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you at tomorrow morning's strategy session. I am out.